You just passed one of Spirit's biggest tests, and you didn't even know it. You didn't even know it. You just passed one of Spirit's biggest tests, one of Divine's biggest tests. Do you want to know what it was? You showed up for yourself when you didn't think you could do it. You saved yourself. You saved yourself when nobody else would show up for you. When you felt like you couldn't go another minute. When you felt like your whole world was caving in around you and nothing was going to be able to pick you up from that mess. You picked yourself up. You picked yourself up. You stood up. You brushed yourself off. And you said, no one's coming to save me. So I have to save myself. And you did it. And you didn't even know. You didn't even know how big of a deal that is. You may still not know how big of a deal that is until right now. It is a huge, huge deal. Because when we face those moments, we have a choice still. Even if nobody's coming to save us and we know that, it doesn't mean that we have to save ourselves. It doesn't mean that. We could still in that moment say, I can't do it. I'm giving up. I'm letting everything crumble. And I'm giving up on myself. I'm giving up on my goals. I'm giving up on my dreams. I'm giving up on my life. I'm giving up on saving myself. I'm done. I'm too broken. I'm too hurt. I can't do it. You could have very well said that to yourself. You could have very well given up on yourself in that moment, but you didn't. You persevered. And even though it felt like hell, and it felt impossible, you saved yourself. And you are so divinely watched over, and you are so seen for that, and you are so acknowledged for that. And you will be rewarded. You will be rewarded in ways you didn't even think were possible for you. You're getting there. You're doing it. You're doing it. And I am so proud of you. And I am so excited for you. Because good things are coming. Big things are coming. Life-changing opportunities, life-changing moments, life-changing gifts are coming your way. And you now have the endurance and the power and the strength to not turn these gifts down, because you showed yourself in that moment that you are so capable of things that you never thought that you were going to be capable of. Never did you think that in the darkest times of your life that you would be able to show up for yourself in the ways that you have. Sit with that for a moment. Think about that. Like, really sit with that and think about it. And think about how powerful that is. Harness that energy and let it radiate through you. And let it make you feel as powerful as you really are. because you're unstoppable. If you can do that, you can do anything. You can do anything. Anything. How cool is that? Like, really, how cool is that? I'm so excited for you. This is going to be so big. And you don't even know it yet. You might know it now, but you can't even know the magnitude of it. I have chills all over my body right now. Look at this. I have chills everywhere. Just thinking about it. It's going to be so beautiful. It's going to be so epic. And you are going to feel more alive than you've ever felt in your life. And there is just nothing more satisfying than that feeling. Truly. So don't just brush that off. Don't just keep mustering on and not acknowledge yourself for what you just did. Okay? Please. Do that for me. Do that for spirit. Do it for yourself. Most of all. But please hold awareness around that. Because that is some cool stuff right there. And I see you, and I see you in your highest and lightest in the way of bright, your brightest form. And I see it just magnetizing your life, magnetizing things to you that are meant for you and that alchemize with you and that align with you and that feel aligned. Because you know the difference between something that doesn't feel aligned and something that feels aligned. It doesn't mean that just because it doesn't feel aligned that you get rid of it. A lot of the time we know it doesn't feel aligned, but we make up excuses and we fight for it, even though we know it's not fit for us because we want it to be in spite of that. But you're going to realize what it feels like to have things in your life that actually align with you, with your timeline, with your power. And you are going to feel so lifted from that feeling that you're not going to look back this time. You're not going to look back. Maybe to look back and be like, I can't believe it took me so long, which is fine. That's okay. Relish in that. At least you got there. But you're not going to look back in longing. You're not going to look back and have regret. Regret isn't even going to be a feeling in your body anymore. This is so cool. I am elated for you, and I can't wait to see you shine. Because you deserve it. You have worked so hard. You have endured so much muck and darkness and moments of pure disdain and uncomfort. And it is your time. Boo, it is your time. And not only is that such a beautiful thing for your own path, but that is a beautiful thing for the collective. Because right now, more than ever, the collective needs us to be in our power. The collective needs us to be in our power more than ever before. We need to be making these monumental leaps of self-love and be living on our authentic skin, our authentic truths, because that is the most powerful thing that we can do. And we need to be powerful as a collective. We need to harness that because the world is on fire and not in a good way. It is rough in those streets right now. There is a lot of darkness. There is so much darkness that it is heavy, and it is so hard to be a human that stays aware or be a human that feels the weight of the collective consciousness so much and cannot help it. I'm one of those humans. I don't have the choice but to feel the weight of the collective consciousness, even if I were to completely turn a blind eye to it in ignorance and be like, I don't want to know anything about it anymore. I don't have that choice because I feel it in here, because I am one of those beings. I am chosen to be one of those. I'm here to change the collective. I'm here as one of the people, one of the light workers, to help steer the collective towards the light. And so I don't have that choice. And I feel like you don't either, because you're a very similar being. And so you know that the way to combat darkness is with the light. And you are doing it. You're doing it. And it's so powerful and it's so badass. And me and Spirit are like, get it. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. And I trust that you are, because I don't see you looking back, boo. So let's continue this journey together, and I'm so excited to see what happens. Tell me down in the comments if you relate to this. Tell me down in the comments what's going on in your life. Tell me exciting things. Give me updates. 2 as I look right now. 2s have been super strong today and yesterday. 2. Yeah. You got this. I love you. Like, subscribe, share. Thank you for being here. And I'll see you in the next one, okay? Go get it, boo.